Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are doing fantastic. Check it out. A couple years ago, there was a big scare. And the scare had to do with the whole semi-automatic rifles, AR-15, primarily rifles such as those. And it was pretty crazy. Really, a really crazy thing to see. A lot of people went pretty crazy trying to buy all this gun. Many people bought a bunch of lowers. Many people bought a bunch of magazines. I mean, it was insane. Some companies took advantage of some people by selling rifles at a really high prices. If you guys remember that, let me know down in the comment section below. I wanted to talk about that because we all know elections are coming out. We all know that the gun control conversation is always taking place. So I just wanted to give you couple takes on that topic.
4 Essentials is one of the best gun belts in the market for concealed carry. It has a hidden track that allows you 40 plus sizing points. It gives you the ability to carry small all the way to a large firearm. And it's backed up with a 30-day money back guarantee. Definitely use JH6 for 10% off your entire order.
Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are doing fantastic. Again, you know, a couple years ago, we had a lot of issues when it came to these rifles. Now, if you're new here to the channel, make sure you subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you can be notified when I post videos, all that good stuff. But I gotta tell you, I'm under the belief that every good law-abiding citizen should have a rifle. And the reason why is because a good semi-automatic rifle with a respectable caliber is the best tool that you could have to defend yourself. I'm sure some of you guys have heard comments like, you should use a handgun to fight yourself back to a rifle. That's pretty legit. And I remember back in 2003, for whatever reason, a lot of the guys, the higher ups, the E6 and above, during the push into Iraq, for whatever reason, they really didn't have rifles. They have pistols. Apparently the Marine Corps issued then pistols instead of M4s, right? This is back in 2003, 2002. And they quickly realized that they needed rifles, and that's why a lot of the E6s and above, a lot of officers got issues M4s right now, because I remember a lot of those guys would come to guys that were gunners, guys that were in heavy machine guns, and obviously you got a heavy machine gun, and they would be like, hey man, can I give you my pistol and can I borrow your rifle during this mission? And it was one of those things that you say, well, 100 plus, rounds versus this amount of rounds and this little pistols versus a lone rifle. I don't think it's a good deal. Not when the Iraqis are trying to kill you. Definitely not a good deal. I keep my rifle and you keep your pistol, right? But again, a rifle should be utilized in order to really, it's the best tool for a fight. Now, some of you guys would say things like such as, oh, well, this is not combat, Fabian. Really? I quickly realized that very, very quickly. For starting, I got an AC and I have really nice things to drink in my fridge and all that good stuff. So I realized that it's not combat, right? But some of you guys like to say things like that. But have you seen the riots? Have you seen multiple attackers attacking a house? We just recently saw, I think it was about 4 or 5 guys attacked or invaded a house. A dude defended himself with an AK-47, right? We saw the riots in Ferguson. We saw the riots in Maryland and places like that. We have seen horrific attacks during hurricane season and things like that, where people have attacked houses and have tried to do really violent attacks. Again, good law-abiding citizens. And again, a rifle is always better than a pistol. But I'm going to tell you what, I remember a couple years ago when it was really bad. And in fact, I don't really remember the prices, but you will find an AR-15 that was $500 for $1,000, even more. Some of you guys probably were victims of that and bought a bunch of, bought 1 or 2 ARs at a horrific price. The same thing with magazines, guys. Magazines now are $12. Magpul mags for about $10, $12. They were selling those magazines for $50 to $75. I mean, insane. If you weren't one of those guys that were doing that stuff, shame on you. You should have never done that. But anyways, it is what it is. I wanted to make this video because the ARs are out of control right now. There are such great prices that it's really difficult to pass. I'm gonna tell you what, I just went to Palmetto State, right? And they don't pay me. None of those companies pay me money. They should. That would be nice if they pay me money so I can make more videos. But they don't. And Palmetto States have ARs for less than $400. I mean, you could buy an upper for about $200, and you could buy a lower for about $150. We're talking about $350, $360 around there. Obviously, you got to pay an FFL fee, all that good stuff. You could have a decent AR, nothing crazy, nothing to like, the best quality ever, but you could have a very decent AR for less than $500, right? Bear Creek Arsenal. I've been watching videos from 704 Tactical. He have reviewed a lot of those firearms, so uppers and things like that. I mean, again, $150 for a lower, $160 for an upper, complete. I mean, that's ridiculous. I can't remember that one came with a bolt and charging handle yet, but again, super cheap. We're looking at a bunch of ARs right now for less than $500. I'm gonna tell you what, budget ARs that are just built that you could buy. Smith & Wesson MMP 15 Sport 2. I think Little Brother has one of them. I did a video one time. I showed one of them here in the channel. Fantastic, really, pretty decent AR. I think Ruger has one, the AR-556. Again, another AR. So again, there's so many of them. So now just keep in mind this, the only thing that I like about building, and not really building, kind of like assembling, because you buy the upper and the lower, and that's about it, is that typically you're getting at a cheaper price because you're really not buying a full firearm, you're buying parts, right? So again, typically you're getting at a cheaper price, and typically you could get things that you want. Maybe you want a specific stock, maybe you want a specific rails. Instead of buying an AR and changing parts, it's already good to go, right? The only concern that I always have, and again, I haven't come out with this issue, if you have, put comments down below, it's the warranty. You start buying different parts, you may have different warranties, and it may get a little bit complicated. The other way, buying an AR that is completely done already, again, fantastic. You have a Ruger or Smith & Wesson, they come with warranty, all that good stuff. If I will buy different parts, I would try to stay with the same parts. Like if I buy a lower from PSA, buy an upper from PSA, maybe staying in the same family may work a little bit better. Anderson Firearms has great discounts as well. I went through the website and I saw great things. Guys, I gotta tell you, don't forget about the scopes. Don't forget about the red point. Don't forget about the slim. Don't forget about the chest rig. Don't forget about those items that are very critical. You buy an AR, you're supposed to, few magazines. How are you going to carry those magazines if you don't have some kind of carrier barrier or chest rig that you could put them there? How are you going to hold that rifle to yourself if you don't have some type of slim or something like that? Again, a red point. Fantastic, quick target acquisition. You could put it up in front of your face and you could see a target very, very quickly, and you could become more effective with an optic. Again, I'm gonna put some links down below if you want to buy some of the budget optics that I have seen that has heard good things about it. Again, do your own research. Some of this optics and some of this gear I haven't used. So again, do your own research on that. So I want to encourage you. Elections are coming over. This is not one of those videos that is like, oh my Lord, you gotta go. No, none of that. I'm just saying that save your pennies and buy yourself a rifle, because rifles are fantastic, are a great tool for self-defense, are a great tool to protect your family. And nowadays, they are such a great price that if something happened and, this politicians try to do something crazy, you don't have to go crazy. You don't have to spend $1,000. You don't need to go and buy ammunition. You don't need to buy supplies. You could just simply say, you know what? I got my stuff. I'm ready to go. And obviously, we're going to continue to support groups like Gun Centers of America, the Second Amendment Foundation, that are doing great things for the Second Amendment. We're going to support them to continue to fight these politicians that are trying to implement rules, laws that are straight up against the Constitution of the United States. Let me know what you think. Comments down below. And as always, God is in control.